Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
What does the nanny do?
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You. Shut it off.
Do not twist my words. Do not make me a victim, sweetie.
Just look at the mountain. That's what you saw that day.
Just the knife in the kidneys over all these years and the sacrifices that I made to love you.
Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
Hello, listeners. Welcome back to my Sister Wives podcast. A new year and a new season, season 4 of this delightfully trashy rewatch show where we rewatch Sister Wives. Starting out this new year with a new season, and we have an update on our Deadbeat Loser crew. So exciting. Allie will not be joining us on this season of my Sister Wives podcast. We wish her well, and maybe one day she'll be back here on the microphone with us. Who knows? But for the time being, I'm happy to introduce my good friend that I've known for many, many years, Kimber. Hello, Kimber.
Hello.
Hi. Now, for those of you on Patreon who have joined us, you've probably heard of Kimber already. We've done a conversations piece. We have another show starting this month called Am I the Asshole? Where we review Am I the Asshole posts on Reddit. And Kimber is joining me for my Sister Wives podcast, season 4. Oh my gosh. Let's do a little overview of what you know of Sister Wives, okay?
Okay.
Now, Kimber and I have a shared... We've both existed in the world of TLC in this weird way. And I think if I'm correct in saying you have watched primarily up until now with Sister Wives and are somewhat familiar with where the family goes. Give us some details.
Yes, I watched back when it first aired, the first few seasons I watched, and then my upkeep with the Browns has been basically what I see on TikTok or other social media, you know, people trash talking or showing clips or just little like tidbits about them.
Yeah,
So.
which is funny because no one trash talks the Brown family. They're America's family.
Right. I'm very excited to be here with you and to be doing this and talking Sister Wives together.
Oh my gosh. You're going to be bringing your boundless insights
About the Browns.
about the Browns.
Browns boundless insight.
Yes, yes. There's a whole spectrum from shit stain to mustard seed. My favorite comments from people are like, why do they talk about shit stains and mustard seeds? And I'm like,
my gosh.
you have to listen to more than one episode or just, logical deduction. But,
Yeah.
who am I to judge? That's the only reason I'm here is to judge. On this episode, we open at Robyn's house, and the bottom third says that it's October 2011, where we're doing our flashback footage to Robyn giving her very silent birth.
Yeah.
It was very, very quiet. She didn't have much to say.
Oh my gosh. Weirdly quiet and way too many people joining in on things
In the
way
room.
too soon after.
Yes.
Oh God.
You pointed out when we were watching the episode together, stepdaddy, uncle, whatever his name is, her stepdad in the room with the camera.
Yeah. Oh,
And I was reiterating that sometimes the senior members of the family are there to give blessings. The men, because only men can, of course, give blessings because it's a cult.
Yep.
So why was Robyn's mom not there? Still don't know. Where was Robyn's mom?
Yeah.
No idea.
Weird.
But her stepdaddy could be there, which was so nice.
Ugh.
And you were saying something like, there's a lot of stuff that happens with birth.
A
And so,
lot
like,
of stuff. It's messy.
Yeah. And I said, well, they put down a pee pad. And you were like, right.
Yeah. They literally do that at a hospital too, except for you're at a hospital and you're not on your own sheets. So,
Yeah. There was a lot of family members around,
Oof.
a lot of people. Well, during the birth, it was pretty much Kody, midwife's assistant.
yeah.
The girls came in and out. But there was at least one or two production crew in the room.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Robyn
Oof.
seemed pretty comfortable with just pushing that baby out. And that was that.
I mean, she was in her zone. She probably wasn't really too worried about everyone else around her. So, you know.
That makes sense. They give us a flashback to everyone coming to visit the baby, all of the kids and all of the other wives.
Literally right after she had the baby. And it's
Yes.
like, oh, call everyone to come here. And she probably still hasn't even birthed the placenta. Let's bring them on in.
Bring them on in. Bring them all in.
Ugh.
They do a cutaway to the kids on the couch. And Aspen said that Solomon looks like Hunter, which I thought was pretty cute because there was that moment of Hunter holding Solomon
Yeah.
at the end of the last episode in season 3. And I found it to be a touching moment because, you know, Hunter's a bit, you know, teenage boy, and Robyn has a big sensitivity to, like, he doesn't seem to like me. And it's like, okay, bitch, like, so the 13-year-old boy doesn't like you. Like, get a
Right.
grip. But then when he's holding Saul, it's like, oh, a little heartwarming moment.
Yeah.
At least it warmed my frigid heart. We get an update from Kody where he says that Solomon is 2 months old. And they do another flashback to Robyn offering Meri to be a surrogate, which was a big thing at the end of last season because obviously it's a big gesture. A little weird. I think based on some of the comments that I was reading online, people were generally on the side of this is creepy, this is strange, this is not going to work out well. There's no way it would.
Yeah.
My initial reaction was like, I don't know. I had a sister-in-law offer surrogacy to me, and it was really touching. So I didn't really jump to that conclusion. But then after hearing that from others, I was like, oh, totally. Because it's like, you're going to carry your husband's other wife's baby?
Yeah.
And then, like, that's a whole mess, whole complicated bit.
A little self-serving too, probably.
Yeah.
Knowing
and when
Robyn.
Robyn was talking about it, I noticed that when she was having her spotlight moment, she actually had her hair and makeup did. Her hair looked like someone else did it for her, which was perhaps the first time other than like television appearances where I've noted one of the wives looking like, well, she doesn't look awful. So that was interesting.
Yes. Oh.
And Robyn lets us know that Meri is thinking it over. You know, Robyn had to point out that, you know, Solomon has to be old enough so that I can have another baby and blah, blah, blah. And it was like, shut up, bitch. Like, no one cares. No one cares.
Like, give me a year for my womb to heal,
Yes.
and then I'm ready for you, Meri.
I'm ready for you, Meri.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Oh, my God. I just had a visual of Robyn with her, like, legs spread being like, I'm ready for you, Meri.
Oh,
like,
God.
oh, God. No, it's not right. Kody says that the family is busy. They have a new child. They're trying to get new homes. They're starting businesses. They are just all over the place, these Browns.
Starting businesses, real estate,
Yeah.
doing their big old real estate thing.
They're going to be real estate moguls. They're going to open a gym. They're just going to be so busy.
Yeah.
At this point, all we've heard from Robyn is some rumblings and mumblings of things that she wants to do. By the end of this episode, we'll hear about what her ambitions are.
Yeah.
While they're on the couch, they talk about how the family has rented a 10-bedroom house to celebrate Christmas. Their first Christmas in Las Vegas. And what do they call it? The Christmas...
They call it literally the Christmas vacation home.
Oh, very clever title.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It's a Christmas vacation home.
Christmas vacation home.
I wonder how far out of town it was or whatever, because... I don't know. They made it seem like it was in town, and it is in town, but
Yeah.
I don't know. The house was also odd. Like, it was a weird house.
They gave it its own lower third, too. Like,
Mhm.
as they were cutting to the Christmas house, and it said that across the bottom. I'm like, oh, my God.
It's a very special place.
Yeah.
Many beautiful memories made.
With weird statues. There were, like, some odd statues throughout the house.
Oh, God. We'll get to the interior in a second.
Okay.
They cut to all the adults meeting Mona to look at properties. Now, you know, this show, the editing is all over the place. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, all of a sudden we're going to go look at properties.
Whiplash.
And there's like option A, option B, and option C. Option A we did see at the end of last season, which was the cul-de-sac properties,
Yep.
where Kody thinks that he can envision all 4 of his wives in each home. And Robyn can yell, "Is Aurora over there? Can you spare me a cup of milk?" And I could shove her face into the curb. Kody says that the biggest challenge with Property A is the price, of course, because, of course, it has to be expensive.
Yep.
When they go to option B, they discuss how it's out of the school zones for elementary and middle school. At least Mary's pretty sure that it's not. The middle school is not there and whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what was at option B. Like maybe there was one house and they were like, you could build the other 3.
There was one 2,800 square foot home that already existed there.
Oh, and they could have horses and chickens and whatever.
And
so I don't remember if it was Christine was like, oh, the chickens. Because it's like, Kody fancies himself a ranch hand. So he, typical man too. Like, let's have all these animals so that someone else will take care of it. Because like what, Cody's going to be out there like taking care of the chickens?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Chickens are a lot of work too.
Yeah, they are.
It's not easy.
Anytime a friend is like, chickens, I'm like, shoot it. No. Stop.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Now, if you do it and you love it, congratulations.
Right.
The average person is probably going to be like, this is too much work.
Yeah. You do it and you spend all that money and make a chicken coop and get the chickens. And then you're like, oh, crap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I have to clean their coop every single day. No, thank you.
Now, Kimber, I could see you out there on your hands and knees cleaning a chicken coop.
Oh, do you think so? The only reason I would like chickens, just being honest here, they eat bugs.
Oh.
So if you let them roam in your yard, they would eat bugs out of your yard that you don't want.
Well, that would be good. And now I'm imagining, like the English countryside with like, very Madonna when she was with Guy Ritchie, like, oh, I feed the chickens and whatever.
Yes.
But it's like, that's not what's happening in the like dead end street in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's not
or
what's
my
happening.
Dead end street here.
Yeah.
Like, hello, the boys would be chasing those chickens.
Those chickens all around.
Imagine all those kids too with chickens chasing those poor chickens around. Those chickens would be like constantly fearing for their life just because of all of the Brown children.
All of the children everywhere. Yes.
Oof.
While they're discussing their potential homes that they would build here on option B, Christine says that she wants a wrestling room. Now, this is because, Kody is a wrestling star. He was like all state, blah, blah, blah. He really knows how to wear a singlet. He really loves to wear a singlet.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that man. And he likes to smell other sweaty men and like wrestle them to the ground. He's really into that. And Christine refers to this wrestling room as her anger room, where everyone can just get out their aggression, which I love.
Yeah, wrestling room for the boys to get their aggression out.
Yeah.
And she would just send them up there and be like, go to the wrestling room or the anger room.
The anger room.
Yeah. Oof.
Which is funny because, you have 2 young boys, and I think you could enjoy a wrestling room if it meant, like, go in that padded room.
If it was padded. I was going to say, if it was fully padded, we don't need any heads going through walls either. Like,
Exactly.
I don't know if you want that confined to a room either. Ooh.
Oh, and the room would smell great.
Yeah, it would smell wonderful.
You wouldn't have any time to work. You'd have to split your time between the chicken coop and picking up all the poop and then bleaching the shit out of the wrestling room.
Lots of ringworm would be going around the house, I feel like, if you had a wrestling room.
That's all the Brown needs is more diseases. The Brown family, just like shit around everywhere.
Ringworm and athlete's foot.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Option C, I think it was Janelle that said it had tumbleweeds. And I was like, okay. It was like up by the hills or the mountains. It was a little far out of town. Had a view of the city where I think Robyn trash talked the view, making it like, why would you want to see the view of the city? And it's like, well, most cities are attractive at night, like the lights. I don't know that Vegas is necessarily uber beautiful at night, but I don't think it would be ugly.
Yeah, that was a weird comment. I suppose some people would prefer just to look out at wildlife and nature, but we're city folk, so we get the city view thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, while they were on this option C and discussing the tumbleweeds, there was country music playing in the background, and I was like, sometimes I love the production on this show because they'll be so literal. Like, let's play honky tonk music with the tumbleweed discussion. Like, all right. They cut back to the couch, and all the adults agree that option A is their favorite option. And they kind of have a celebratory moment where they're like, we all agree on something. And it's like, Okay.
Like, ding, 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 ding.
Right.
Finally, we all
Finally.
agree on something. And they're like so overly excited about it because that never happens.
When in all reality, it's like, well, of course, this is the option. Like, what was someone going to be like?
Right.
No, I want the tumbleweeds, or I want the one where my kids can't go to the same school. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I want the one where it has the one house built and whoever gets stuck
Yeah.
with the old house and not the new one's going to be so happy.
Oh, and Janelle would probably be like, I'll take the current one. Like, it doesn't matter. Which
She
is
would,
just,
yeah.
I hate saying that because Janelle doesn't deserve to have the old shitty
No,
house.
she doesn't. She's the one that works the hardest out of everybody. Yeah.
But all the other wives would be like, well, I'm not taking the shitty old house. And
No.
it's like, oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
The shitty old house. It's probably not even shitty, but we're going to call it the shitty old house.
The shitty old house.
Yes. After this consensus is made that option A is the best, then we get Christmas music playing because it's the holidays. Now, at time of recording, this is pretty funny because Christmas just happened for us in real time. And in the show, Christmas is just a few days away, they let us know.
Yeah.
So it's like we're reliving the holidays.
Yeah.
Now, in the year of our Lord, 2026, currently right now, but 2025 Christmas is what just passed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the year of influenza. Like everyone was sick everywhere.
Yeah.
And so my Christmas was full of sick.
Yeah.
It was not pleasant. I was ill. How was your Christmas, darling?
The same. Sick
Yes.
kids, sick husband, and I thought I had avoided it, and I was so happy that I had avoided the plague, and then nope. It came for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just the last of the horde to get it.
Oh,
so,
of course.
Yeah.
Well, and I was having flashbacks to the Brown Christmas when they go to the cabin and everyone's sick and they're
Yeah.
all coughing the entire time. And
Oh
I'm
my
like, oh my God, like horrible.
Yeah, gross. Can you imagine being the crew, like the camera crew that was there and in that little house in space with them?
Yeah. Oh,
Ew.
yeah, that'd be nasty because it's like unavoidable. Like
Yeah.
it's just gonna happen.
It would
Like
be
you're
completely
gonna get
unavoidable.
sick. Like it is what it is.
Yeah. And it's not even your own family. So, like, you're
Yeah.
sharing it
Get
with.
to go film these polygamists celebrating Christmas and they're all sick.
Yeah.
And it was probably right before the holidays. So it's like, great, now I get to go home and not be
Yep.
sick for my holiday.
Right.
Meri and Robyn go shopping for gifts for the other sister wives. Oh, and they love shopping. And they're showing them looking at rings and talking about the things. And then we get a lovely voiceover from Christine where she says she doesn't like shopping with Meri and Robyn. And then she makes fun of them for how they choose things. And it's kind of funny because then there's a moment where she's like, just because there's 4 sister wives doesn't mean we have to do everything together. And then there was like a pause and then they all start laughing.
Yeah.
And it was pretty silly.
She obviously was like, yeah, I can't stand shopping with them. But then they were like cutting to clips of them doing that while they were
like
shopping.
what she was making fun of them for.
Looking at those big ass ugly old necklaces. Sorry.
Yes.
Those
yes.
necklaces were so popular during that time period, and I had quite a few large necklaces like that myself. And I just can't even imagine wearing something like that now and just like the heaviness of it.
I know there was some podcast that I was listening to where a drag queen was talking about how she has all of these statement necklaces and she's like,
Yeah.
I still wear them because I'm a drag queen, but like no one else wears them.
Nobody else wears them anymore. I mean, well, we shouldn't say that. There's probably people that are still stuck in that.
Wearing them right now.
Yeah.
Being like, I'm wearing my big necklace.
It's like rattling in the background as they're listening to the podcast.
It's like, well, honey, just take a look at current trends and, evaluate.
Yes. Yeah.
It'll put them in a box. They'll come back in 10, 15 years. It'll be popular again.
I mean, if you're dressing like the Sister Wives circa
Yes.
2011, 2012, you got a fucking problem.
Oh!
Okay? You got a problem.
This necklace really accentuates my spaghetti strap over my tank top.
My long sleeve, high neck shirt.
Yeah,
With my
yeah.
tank top. Yeah.
Oh, the Sister Wives fashion.
Oh, the layering.
Oh, that's a good idea. We could do a little spread of our Sister Wives fashion.
Yes. All the
Halloween
layers.
costumes. My God.
Oh, God. Halloween costumes of them.
I'll be Janelle.
Oh, my gosh. I don't even know who I would be.
You can be Robyn.
I can be Meri because then I would be able to wear a fun wig.
And you'd be able to burn the shit out of your hair
Yeah.
straightening. Oh, well, because you'd wear a wig.
Straighten
Yes.
and flip it.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
So good.
Fried, dyed, and laid to the side.
That's Meri.
Yep.
That's Meri. We cut to the family celebrating Hanukkah,
Yeah.
which I love because Kody, he loves other cultures.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very cultured man.
Yeah.
He's very worldly, that Kody Brown. He's been a lot of places, seen a lot
Right.
of faces. Hell, he even fucks with different races. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
It's so great because we're like, okay, so we're watching them, light candles and sit around a table. And then there's like this Jewish Hebrew music playing, which is so amazing. Once again, they have to be doing the thing. And all I thought was we're missing the blonde chick from the Holiday Hoarder special. The one who was trying to pawn off Hanukkah on her, on her daughters.
Kids.
Yes. But, and Kody in all of his infinite wisdom has to let us know, I believe this is a direct quote, a remembering of the festival of dedication.
Yeah, whatever the hell that meant. He didn't even know what he was saying.
Right, and this is what I'm going like, what does that mean?
No, he said like 5 words in a row trying to explain what he thought they were doing.
Yeah.
He had no fucking clue what they were doing.
Because like a remembering of the festival of dedication.
Yeah, festival of dedication. What?
I don't know what that means.
You could tell he was confused as to what he was going to say.
Yes.
He just was talking out of his ass.
Yeah.
Trying to make it seem okay that they were like appropriating another religion.
Yes.
Holiday. Yeah.
Well, he loves to like pull in another culture and have he likes to have a party.
Mm-hmm.
So you could also just say, I don't know, I really love to have a party. You don't have to say
it
like
doesn't have to be themed.
It's a remembering of the festival of dedication.
Oh
now,
my God.
by the way, please leave me a comment if I'm wrong. If really what it is a remembrance of a festival of dedication, beautiful. I honestly don't know. I just thought that maybe I would learn a little bit more about Hanukkah from the Brown family. And turns out I think I learned less. I think I know less now than I did before this episode.
Well, they were completely, wrong. And Christine saying it's shining within yourself.
Yes.
This is to shine within ourselves. Like, what?
When they're lighting each other, they're passing the candle to light their own candles, right?
Yep.
So you're lighting all these lights. And Christine, let your light shine, letting your light shine. What does that mean to you, to the children?
Yeah.
Which was so great. It might have been Isabel that said something like, be nice, like being nice.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's a great example of what letting your light shine means. And I'm like,
oh my God.
I mean, I guess we're supposed to encourage the children, but could we maybe also point them in a direction that's not just being nice? And is that, I don't know. I don't think Hanukkah's about being nice. Not that it's not about being nice, but I just don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
No, they totally just used Hanukkah as the theme without even knowing what Hanukkah is. And they just did this weird lighting of their candles ceremony, not even a menorah or anything. It was just
a lot of blue single candles. Yeah. With the Hanukkah music in the background. And I thought someone was going to bring out a dreidel and someone was going to start putting on the little hat on the top of the head. And I'm like, no, don't do it.
Yeah.
And then we get a quick cut to Christine wrapping gifts on her bed. This came out of nowhere. She's wrapping gifts on her bed. She says her and Kody are not working on their relationship. And I was like, okay, cool.
Can we cut to the fact that they got into a little argument about what they used to celebrate?
Oh, yes.
They talk about how Christine's family used to celebrate Joseph Smith's birthday.
Right.
And Kody didn't like that because people think that, they worship Joseph Smith in their religion, that Mormons worship him.
Yeah.
So he thought it was weird to celebrate his birthday and he didn't want to do that anymore. So he broke her family tradition for her.
Yes.
That she threw for everyone. It wasn't like she made all the other sister wives get in and do it with her. No, it was her own little thing that she did. But he didn't like it, so it stopped.
Yeah.
And she was you could tell when they cut to the interviews that she was kind of heartbroken about it. And she was like, no, I really enjoyed doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird.
Yeah, I think Meri might have been the one that stood up for her a bit in the sense of being like, well, it was her family tradition and it was kind of harmless or whatever, But I can also see the perspective of being like, I don't really, it's weird because if it's just a family thing that you do, that's not necessarily advocating for anything.
Right.
I know why you would be if you are Mormon, particularly fundamentalist Mormon, being well, I don't need anybody else to be confused about what our faith is. You and I had discussions where we were are they Christian? And it's like, no, it turns out they are. Like
It's so
Jesus Christ of
weird.
Latter-day Saints. Like they are Christian.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, then to celebrate the birth of some guy who found some tablets in a forest, like
Wow,
obviously made up
yeah.
bullshit, which, is it all made up bullshit? Yes. But,
Yeah.
you know, it is weird. I don't know.
I think it's weird, but part of me thinks that maybe the reason he wanted them to stop was because he didn't want that being shown on TV. But then why did they even bring it up?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was weird.
That is weird. It was like bringing attention to it, and it didn't need
It
to
didn't need to be, yeah. But it kind of goes to show in that moment, too. Like Christine is saying that Kody and her aren't doing well while she's wrapping the gifts. And they did just have this like weird interaction about him putting the kibosh on her family's holiday thing. So
on their
yeah.
tradition. And Kody says Christine has changed a lot, and we have a lot to work on. We have to work on our stuff, which they always put things so well. We have to work on our stuff. Well, doesn't everybody, Kody Brown? And then we get to hear from Meri, which is always weird. Meri seems to always have an opinion about Christine and what Christine should be doing, because Meri's been through the ringer with Kody. She's had hard times with Kody. And, you know, she says the only person that you can change is you. You can't make anybody. And she, of course, she says it in her own stupid Meri way, where she's like, you know, you can't change nobody else no matter what. And it's like, okay, what you're saying is true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, really, the only work you can really own is your work. That doesn't mean that you can't, as a couple, go in and address things together and unearth things together and work on things together.
Yeah, and that you can't expect your partner to grow and learn.
Yeah.
And if something's really bothering you that your partner does, they should be willing to reflect on that themselves and grow and learn with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very strange, and it always makes me think about how unhappy and alone Meri was for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
And she has this like rationale about her, this way of being like, well, I know what you need to do is, you know, the only person you're going to change, Christine, is you. You can't change Kody, so you need to make yourself happy. And it's like, there's an element of truth to that, but also you're a person who's going to live alone and miserable for a very long time.
Yeah.
Because you are under the impression that Kody can't be changed, Kody's not going to change, and it's my responsibility to change myself. Yeah, but you're in a marriage.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't work.
No.
And Meri totally does this projection thing where she thinks everyone else is supposed to know the same thing she knows, be on the same journey she is,
Mm-hmm.
you know, learn the same lessons she learns. And it's a bit like, okay, Meri, like, now, one thing with me, I have a complicated relationship with Meri.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan, but then I find myself defending her a lot.
Yeah.
So it's complicated. I have a complicated relationship with Meri Brown.
Yeah, so far I still like her.
Yeah.
I don't know. That could change.
I've spent so much time putting her down, but then giving her mustard seeds because I'm like, Meri's
Yeah.
right. Or Meri, I like Meri. Or I feel bad for Meri. There's so many times where I feel bad for her. Like,
Yes.
this family just runs her over, and it's ridiculous.
Did you notice that during the meal too? Sorry to bring this up
Yeah.
randomly, but during the meal that they were like having this nice meal and all these beautiful candles and they were eating off of paper plates.
Girl, I have brought up
I know.
that this family loves a landfill. This family
Yeah.
loves a landfill. And I've gotten some hate from listeners being like, you don't know what it's like to have all these people and whatever. And I'm like, I just don't think that that's the case. Like, we're talking about
Yeah.
a Hanukkah. You're eating a family meal to celebrate a
Yeah.
holiday, and you're eating off of paper plates.
Like this is supposed to be a nice thing. And then what do they do after their family meal though, Chris?
Oh,
What did they
honey,
do?
They take the opportunity to go caroling.
Yes.
Caroling. Now,
Unsolicited caroling to the
yeah.
neighbors.
Unsolicited.
So fun.
in the desert.
Oh, God.
Now, luckily, the only people we see them harassing is the grandma lady neighbor from last season who was like, I'm going to tell your kids to stay off the street. And they're all like, we love this grandma lady. And it's like, okay, she's a bit of a like old young nag.
Yeah.
And so they go over and she's like standing in the door like, oh, and I'm like, I wonder how many benzos or how many drinks she's on. She's just like, this is great. And it's like, they're terrible. They're all off key. They're singing different songs.
Yeah, they're not even actually caroling. It was like, what the fuck are you doing? If you're going to waste people's time and make them open their damn door and stare at you and listen to you for however long you're going to sing in their faces, you better be damn good at it or I'm slamming the door in your face. I'm sorry.
They were all off key and it was very strange.
It was so weird.
It felt a bit like a production bit. But, like, why would you even do it? Like, I would be like, no, we're not doing this. Like, very strange, very strange.
So they go from doing Hanukkah to going to singing Christmas carols.
At the neighbor grandma's house who's like, now, for every tooth I've missed, I've kicked a child in the tooth. That was so bad. That was so bad. Pretend I said something funny there, everybody, okay?
Every tooth I'm missing, I've kicked a child in the tooth. Oh, no. I'm the tooth fairy now.
Wow, yeah. Grandma tooth kicker, like, good Lord.
Jesus.
Not right, not right.
You're killing me over here.
I know. Bob Ross, happy accidents. Happy accidents.
Oh,
Oh, my God. Now we're going to cut to the family going to a ski resort out of town to cut down their own Christmas tree. Oh, they love a live tree. Now this family loves a live tree. No hate on a live tree. My family never went to the ski resort and cut down a tree, but that's because I grew up like poor, and I don't know if being poor has anything to do with cutting down a tree, but it just seemed like a lot to do. Like my parents were like, we're setting up the same tree we set up every year with the blue lights and the whatever. Like that was my family Christmas. So,
yeah, we never had a real tree.
Yeah.
Ever.
And I have friends who are like, I have a real tree every year. And I'm like, it smells great and you have to water it every day. Actually, I go to your house and water it because you're on vacation and the needles are everywhere. And then you ask me to help you throw it away. And I'm like, why did you even get this? Like, you're not even, oh God.
A tree
like
in my house is like my worst nightmare because we had a bunch of pine trees in our front yard. It was literally the bane of my existence. Those pine needles were everywhere all the time. They get tracked into your car. They get tracked into your house. And you'll be walking barefoot through your own house that you vacuumed 100 times and get a dry pine needle jammed into your toe. And so I can't imagine bringing that into my house on purpose, but that's just me.
Well, I don't think you should blame the tree, honey. You're lying. You only vacuumed 99 times.
99
and you
times.
needed to see it.
But we cut all those trees down.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Fuck
so
these
over
needles.
it.
Yes. I encourage cutting down those trees.
I cut those trees to the ground.
Yeah. I'm like that old lady
My
from
damn self.
Yeah, from Golden Girls who's like, cut down the tree. I don't want the tree. And it's like, okay. But it's really like, no, big old ugly pine trees. Get them, go, bye.
Yeah, they were jack pines too.
Bye-bye.
And jack pines are sparse and ugly looking. So
Bye-bye.
well.
Bye-bye, pine tree.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye teeth. Bye-bye pine trees. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'm going to kick you in the tooth and pull down your pine tree. Oh, my God. Ridiculous.
Oh, no.
So, of course, as they're going through this ski resort hillside, they find a tree, and Christine says, it's gorgeous. And I'm like, Christine, she is such a, like, I wish I was a theater girl. And it's like, God, girl, oh, my God. She's a lot. I can't deal with Christine.
Oh.
Now, they do cut down a tree. It takes several attempts. I feel like they were counting the chops.
They were. All the boys were getting a whack in there.
All those boys were whacking. They were whacking. They totally were. They're whacking. Well, at least Kody, Hunter, and Logan were whacking.
Yep.
They did get the tree to a point where Logan went and pushed it over, or Hunter, one of the boys.
Yeah.
Pushed the tree over, and they were joking about how he pushed it in between two other trees instead of the direction back towards where they were, where it would have been easier.
And then it was like missing a bunch of branches because it hit those
So then they're like dragging it out of there and then bringing it back to the car. And it's like, oh, it's missing all of these branches. And it looks a little like Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. Then we have a disturbance. Janelle tells us of a disturbance. She says, I have a disturbance.
I have a disturbance.
And she's telling us that Gabriel said something to Garrison, and then Garrison said something to Gabriel, and then Gabriel punched Garrison in the face. And now Garrison has a bloody nose. Mm-hmm. And they cut to this footage of Garrison standing there with like blood dripping out of his nose. And it's like, okay, like, yeah, all right. So the boys are beating each other up. And Janelle says, this is the bane of my existence. These boys are always fighting. And I immediately thought of you because I was like, oh, Kimber's got 2 young boys and they are fighting. And this is what happens. I grew up with 2 younger brothers.
Yeah.
We were always fighting. This is what it is. I mean, it's just constant fighting. It is.
Yeah. I mean, the one, Gabriel, the one that did the punch to the nose. Oh my gosh, he was seething.
Yes.
You could see he was like shaking and he was just standing back there like he was so mad.
Yeah.
And it does make you wonder, like what was said. What is so important to this like little boy that he is that worked up right now?
Well, it's like when I would try to physically harm my brother Tony, it's because he would follow me around like singing off key and like doing things to bother me. And I'd be like, he won't stop. And my mom's like, the only reason he does it is because it makes you upset. And I'm like,
well, no shit.
I know, but like, why? Oh my God. Like, what do you need a PhD to recognize that this is a problem? Like, it's a problem.
I try to separate the kids before it gets to that point, but then there's just days where it's like they're just at each other's throats. And my kids are little, so they're not to the point where they're like fully punching yet. But it's almost worse because like toys are involved, right? And it's like that corner of the car catch you the wrong way. And by golly, you could lose an eyeball.
Well, I told you, I can't remember if I've shared this on the show, but my mom, I'm the oldest of 3 boys, and my middle brother Tony still to this day shares the story about how he learned when to not piss my mom off, because I took a Hot Wheel. My brother was tormenting me. I took a Hot Wheel and I threw it at his face, and it hit like right next to his eye. And he went upstairs and told my mom, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, it's bleeding by his eye. He could have gone blind." I was like, "Good. I hope he goes blind." Like, what are you talking about? Like, I was trying to harm. Like, I was literally trying to hurt him.
I was trying to hurt him.
I was trying to fuck with his face. Like, oh my God, he won't leave me alone. And she was like, "He could have gone blind, you son of a bitch." And I started laughing because I was like 12, and I'm like, "You're calling yourself a bitch." And she, because I was laughing, she slapped me across the face. And my brother was like, "Oh my God." And that's when he learned to not laugh at my mom when she was mad.
Yeah.
And, you know, I look back at it now and it's a funny story. It was even a funny, I was laughing at the time. Like, it was funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it's so funny when people get angry. And then also, it's because you're a kid and that's an awkward situation. So you might be having just awkward laughter and then that makes it worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We've talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
And Gabe says, "Well, I was gently kicking Garrison." It's like, gently kicking.
I was gently kicking Garrison.
Yeah. Like what was gentle
Okay.
kicking? I love that.
Gentle
the
kicking.
idea of gentle kicking.
Nudging him with your tootsies.
Yeah. Well, I was just tapping him on the toe.
Yeah.
Like, right.
Oh, gosh.
So good. Love a little violence between brothers. Now, not all the time. I understand you're a mom and you're... But as someone who survived 2 younger brothers, I can say that brother-on-brother violence can be okay.
As long as mine figure out someday to stop using their heads as weapons, that would be great.
That is the worst.
My oldest digs his head into his little brother and like a dinosaur. Like what are those dinosaurs that use their heads to like headbutt each other?
Yeah.
He does that. And I'm like, let's protect our noggin a little bit, please, sir. What are you doing?
Eventually, he'll learn to use his fists and his feet and Hot Wheels.
Yes.
Then we have Kody taking Isabel, Aurora, Brianna, and Savannah to buy gifts for their moms and their designated gift recipients. So we learned that all of the kids pick one other kid's name and get them a gift, which totally makes sense because when you have like 27,000 children, you know, you can only get so many things.
Yeah.
And while they're at the store, you know, it's a little bit like Dad takes the daughters to the store. Like they might as well have had circus music playing in the background.
And why the hell did he take him to like a Pier 1 Imports or some shit like that?
Pier 1,
like,
but with even narrower aisles.
Yeah, why were they in that store?
Yeah, I know. It's like he was like, let's go to the overpriced knick-knack hoard store.
Yeah,
like,
to pick stuff for children, other children. What in tarnation?
Well, and for the moms.
Okay, and for the moms.
But yeah, it was definitely like, why aren't you going to like Target or Kmart or something like that?
Like the one girl picked out a globe.
I didn't even see the little things they picked out.
Wait, like a tiny little globe figurine thing. And I was like, oh, God.
Well, we both got a chuckle out of one point where Kody picks up what looks to be 4 sealed little baggies potpourri-esque things.
Like these pouches of like potpourri that he's like getting, and he holds up 4 of them and he's like, I think that they would like these.
Yeah.
Or I hope that they would like these. Like,
And I think they're potpourri because he did smell them. But they looked like shit you just put in a bowl, right? Like on a table. And it's like, oh God, like, is this really what you're getting your wives? Like, what's happening?
He probably didn't even get a bowl for them to put the potpourri in.
Well, I'm sure they've got something. Like, they're like plastic serving plate. They're paper plate from their dinner. Plates. I'll put the potpourri in my paper plate.
Or put them in their underwear drawers. Oh, such a great gift. Now I have smelly, nice underwear. Like, what? Do people even use potpourri anymore? I feel like that's an old, like, thing that...
I don't know. I don't think anyone...
way old. Like,
like from before my time.
It doesn't even smell good ever.
No, and it only smells for like a little bit, but whatever. So he's like eyeing these 4 bags of potpourri miscellany whatnot for his wives, and it was classic like, oh, you're so dumb. Like, just stop. Like, don't do it. Don't do it.
It was so cringy.
At this point, we learned that the wives decided to get something for Kody together, that Christine and Robyn planned and executed this gift, but we don't know what the gift is. But they're working on something special for Kody Brown.
Yes.
And then we cut to everyone packing up bags and gifts to get ready to go to the Christmas rental.
Yes.
You know, the Brown chaos. Everyone's doing all their things, packing up their cars, getting things ready.
Mm-hmm.
The teenage boys at some point, Hunter and Logan specifically, maybe Peyton, go over to help Robyn pack because she's like, oh, I don't know what I'm barely able to function. My name's Robyn. Blah, 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 blah. No. She has young children. She has a newborn.
Yeah.
You know, packing up a car to go to the Christmas rental.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, they're in the same town. Why couldn't someone just go leave to pick up more paper plates if they're kids?
We have more paper plates. And paper towels.
Paper towels. More disposable products. And I love that because they probably don't even use paper ones. They're probably like, no, I like the styrofoam.
Yeah.
Get me styrofoam napkins. Get me styrofoam everything.
Oh, boy.
My God. As these boys are helping Robyn with her whatnot, Meri, lets us know that she was all alone, as usual. And I thought it was funny because she's like putting all these totes in her car and she was being like workhorse Meri, like how she is. She's just like, I've got the totes ready. I've got the shit ready. She's packing up her car. She seems to be like a 1-person militia getting all the shit done.
But full-blown totes.
But literal
like
totes.
6 totes it looked like she had packed in the back of the car. I'm like, what are you doing with full totes? I mean, they are a large family, but I was like, what the hell is that?
And see, Meri's got her 1 child.
Yeah.
But Meri, I think, also likes to take ownership of a lot of things.
Yeah.
So she's probably like, I've got all the decorations and I've got all this stuff.
Right.
And it's like, oh my God, Meri.
I think she was packing the food too. She had like all the food going into her car, it looked like.
She had like the things of bottles of water and all that. So she had a bunch of shit that she was packing up. And her whole thing was, that she would have loved to have had some help. Like she would have had when they were all together, when they were all in one home.
She also makes the comment that the reason that she doesn't have a bunch of help is because she doesn't have a bunch of her own kids to help move things for her. But aren't these all your kids? Aren't these like communal children?
Right?
Like,
well, and there is an element of that where, okay, let's take a step back. Kody thinks, let me bring the teenage boys over to help Robyn. Does he think that about Meri?
No.
No.
He definitely thought of it for Robyn. And he even like said, as he dropped the kids off there, he's like, I brought the boys, so I thought you could use some help. Like he says that to her. And then he gets his little ass over to Meri and asks her when they're supposed to be leaving or something. And she's like struggling to do stuff on her own. And
Yep.
Yeah.
See, Meri's got to get it done no matter what.
Yeah.
And she's always all alone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Meri's struggle in life. Everyone arrives at the Christmas rental, and their wives are deciding which rooms they want to have. And they're like standing in the entryway. The kids are running around the house being like, oh God, look, there's a window air conditioner in this room. Like, oh my God.
Jumping on the beds.
I said they needed to have a huge security deposit, whoever owned that house.
God.
Like, my God. And Kody tries to jump in while the wives are discussing rooms because there's something about like Janelle's like, I like to get up early. I make noise. I don't, if I can be away from the other wives, it's like probably a respect thing. Like I just don't want to disrupt people.
They like all agree.
And they're all like, yeah, well, because they've all, everyone but Robyn's lived with Janelle. And I'm sure they're like, yeah, we're sick and tired of hearing you clanging pots and pans at 5 a.m, bitch.
Yeah.
Like seriously. And so they're like, yeah, that's fine, and blah, blah, blah. And then there's something about the primary. There's 2 primaries. There's whatever. And Kody's trying to jump in to orchestrate. And the wives are like, we've got this, Kody. Like, stop.
Yeah.
And he's like, I guess I just, just got to take a step back.
Right? Like, let them pick the rooms that they want to stay in. Doesn't involve you. Yeah.
And it looked like they were just going about the process, like discussing which rooms and whatever. It didn't seem contentious. There didn't seem to be anything going on.
No.
But, Kody's got to step in and be the man. And they're like, back down, little boy. Kody says they have the rental house for a week. And it's cute because then they cut to a shot of Janelle playing tennis with the kids outside.
That was cute.
And she talks about how their family success has come from the kids living in such close proximity.
Yeah.
That they are like actual siblings and not separated like a lot of other polygamist families.
Yeah.
And that is a big part of their family ness, was that they raised them all together in this house, and that even though there are separate wives and separate residences within the home, that they literally were all together all the time acting as a family.
I mean, it could be completely both ways, right? You could have that and have everybody having shared space and like growing up together, or you could be like, nope, my separate wives means like these are separate families for me, which is odd.
And it seems like for them, I mean, and that was something when you and I were discussing previous seasons, even like the Janelle vibes, how she, above all the other wives, at least in what she says.
Yeah.
And I do think in her actions as well, has always put the family first. And so hearing her being outside playing tennis with the kids and having an interview moment where she's like, what really was successful for our family was that we acted as one unit, as a family. And I think that's like a really important thing to her, to knowing who she is, to her history and her part in the family.
Yeah.
There are points where I think she comes across as maybe a bit emotionally detached, non-reactive, not caring. But when you boil it down, like she's the one that's generally like family first 100% of the time,
I feel like she's the glue in that sense, like kind of the reminding like force sometimes with that stuff for sure. Yeah.
Now we get to start with Leon directing the Christmas nativity play.
It's going so well.
It's going so well. Absolutely. When running the rehearsals, Leon seems to be getting a little frustrated with how things are going.
Yes.
Imagine that. Now, were you ever the director, producer of plays while you were a child?
No, I was the star.
No, you weren't the star.
The star of the show.
Of course. You would have played the baby Jesus?
Totally. I just imagine like having a little nativity thing set up and then like a hole to push my head up through so that I could play the baby no matter how old I got.
You're like 17 and your head pops up out of the manger.
Still the baby, Jesus. Oh my God.
I'm the star.
No.
So good. It's so great because at one point after there's some discussion about lines or whatever, and then they're all sitting around and Leon's like, okay, anyone have any questions? And Peyton goes, why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this?
And I was like, oh my God, this is what it's like having siblings and trying. Now, I'm sure you can imagine I was a director-producer as a child.
Oh, yes, of course.
And if you weren't going to play along, frustrations might have grown, I might have been a little challenging to work with.
I can only imagine. Probably like a young Chris.
Oh, my God.
Putting on a show.
Young me being like, no, 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 no.
Oh, boy.
And Leon looks like, they're ready to give up, and I completely understand. They're like, why am I even doing this? It's like, yeah, well, why are you even doing this? But we all need our creative outlets, and I understand.
Leon almost gave up for sure.
Yeah, totally like, what the fuck? And now we're going to set up the tree.
The Charlie Brown tree.
The Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Yeah.
In the Christmas rental.
Charlie Brown tree for the Browns.
Yes, yes. Logan is a senior in high school, they let us know. So they're showing Logan trying to put the lights at the top. Now, mind you, this tree is
Sparse.
Very
sparse.
Tall. So it's in like a 2-floor room or whatever. And Logan's up on a ladder, like trying to figure out how to get the lights all the way to the top.
Cody cuts the top off. Did you notice?
Cody went and cut the very top of the tree off.
He did.
Which is so great. And in the discussion about Logan being a senior, they start talking about how it might be his last Christmas with the family. And all the adults start talking about what it means for the other kids to be leaving so quickly, in the sense of they had the first 5, like all kind of in a bunch. They were like the first 5. And now the first 5 are going to be moving on to different parts of their lives.
Yeah.
And I had a little bit of a moment being like, like being a parent and coming to that time of being like, oh my gosh. Because also parents always say it goes so fast too. Like when you get to this point, all of a sudden you're like, what happened, you know?
Yeah. And then the mass exodus of that many kids at once and that many helping kids and able-bodied older children.
Everyone but Mary's going to miss them.
Yeah, right. Oh my God.
That was so terrible. That was so terrible.
Yeah.
They finally light the tree and it's a bit sad, but it's cute.
It does end up being cute. I was actually shocked that I thought it looked cute because I was like, this is really awkward. First of all, it's not even the type of tree that would be a Christmas tree. It kind of reminded me of like a jack pine, which are just like sparse. Yeah. And like, what in the hell are you doing?
It definitely didn't have the traditional like Christmas tree look.
No.
But when they lit it up and they had all the other, they turned all the lights off in the house and then turned on the tree. And it was cute. It was like, cute. Oh, okay. Like if that was in my house, I would be like, look what us idiots did. Like we did a good job, you know?
Right. Good story.
Yeah, good story. Maybe not a good picture.
Yeah.
But a good story. And then we cut to Leon narrating the nativity play.
Yeah.
So it did come together. And the kids are wearing like towels and things.
They were wearing towels, yeah.
As their outfits, their costumes.
One of the boys was a donkey and had Meri riding on the back of him.
Yes. And there was at one point, I don't remember what the voiceover was or what was happening, but they show Gwendolyn coming in and she's like bouncing around and making crazy faces. And it's like, okay, so all the kids are acting their parts, which is beautiful. Kudos to Leon for being a successful director of a beautiful play, I'm sure. And of course, baby Solomon played Jesus.
The baby Jesus.
The baby Jesus. Oh, you must have been so jealous.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You're like, move over, newborn. This is my part.
Move over, newborn. This is a part for a real star.
Yes. Who do you think you are? And this is a part, Kimber, where I was pondering. I had a question for you.
Oh, yeah.
How many wise men are in your nativity scene?
Oh, God. Now I can't remember again because you just asked me out of nowhere.
Yes. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up, everyone, is because earlier in the season, Kimber was pulling out some of her Christmas decorations, and she was like, oh, and look, here's the wise men with the baby Jesus. And I went over and looked, and it was Meri and Joseph with the manger, and I was like, honey, there were 3 wise men. That's Meri and Joseph.
Oh, God.
And it was so funny.
It was ridiculous because I also was raised very Catholic and went to church twice a week and was super into that when I was
you said your Hail Marys. You said plenty of Hail Marys.
I said plenty of Hail Marys.
Yes, you did. And so I got a chuckle out of your 2 wise men, and I'm not sure that I'll ever let that story go.
Probably not. That's all right. That's on me.
And now it's Christmas morning.
Oh.
Christmas morning. The gift exchange has begun, and the kids are opening their gifts, which is wonderful. We do get one special gift that gets some attention.
Oh, yes.
From Savannah to Leon. And we had to pause.
I was perturbed.
We had to pause and go back to see what this really was.
Yeah.
It's a box. I don't know if it was a shoebox.
It looked like a shoebox, yeah.
Shoebox type thing. And there was a piece of paper taped on the top that had 4 houses in like the 4 quadrants with roads in the middle and some cars drawn on it. And apparently some crap in the box. We don't know what was in the box.
Like rocks or something. And when Leon would shake it, it would make the noise of sound of cars going by on the road.
And them driving from home to home.
Yes.
So interesting symbolism for the family because they're in 4 separate homes, but they're still so close. They're just a car ride away.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
I know you were like, she gave her a box, and I'm like, I don't know.
I hope they got Leon a real gift.
Well, let's hope.
On top of that.
Yes.
Because come on.
What
that's
in
not
tarnation?
fair. What in tarnation? That's not fair.
Yeah. But see, Leon is wise and sophisticated.
And so Leon's an
knows.
older sibling and just supposed to take it and take this crappy homemade gift from a little sibling and just like eat it. Okay.
I know, it's like 3 months later and Leon's like, look what I got for Christmas. It's like rocking the box back and forth and it's like rocks making noise in a box.
Like, okay, as a parent, that's cute, fine, let them give their homemade gift, but also they better have spent some money on Leon and gotten a real gift because that is a little ridiculous. For them to have gotten this box, like, come on. At least a pair of socks or something, please.
Yeah, it was like, it's cute, but yeah. What are you going to do with some box of rocks?
Right. End up in the trash. Sorry, little girl.
Yep. Sorry, Savannah. Your gift is trash.
Well, even with my kids, I'm like, how long do I have to keep their art in quotations for? Like at this point in their life when they're like so young and they're gluing cotton balls on Santa Claus's face. And yeah, it's cute. I hang it up for the season, but I'm not the mom that's going to be like, I have 5 totes of all of my kids' things that they've made me over the years. I mean, I don't know. Some people are like that.
Eventually, you do have to throw away the crafts, I would assume.
Yes.
Kody gave Meri some jewelry. Wasn't quite sure what that was or what it meant, but there was some jewelry.
I think it was a necklace of some sort.
Some stones on that necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Kody gave Robyn a guitar. She's been wanting a guitar for like a decade.
Yeah, apparently.
You know what? Do your kids need a crib or do you need a guitar? Well,
she wants to be a songstress.
She said neither. I can't. My kids can sleep on the floor. And I can't play them any music.
My baby Jesus can sleep inside of this guitar.
The guitar case.
The guitar case.
Put Saul in the guitar case.
Yes. Perfect.
Oh, beautiful. It's a Christmas miracle.
Oh.
Kody gave Christine a ring. She said that she had pointed it out. She'd asked for that ring. It was very nice.
She picked it herself.
Well, that's great.
We don't get told what Janelle gets, do we?
No.
We don't. It doesn't even get pointed out at all.
She got another box of rocks.
She got a box of rocks as well.
Janelle's like, well, as long as the family's happy.
Yeah, she'd be totally fine with it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Lump of coal for Janelle for all she does. Yeah, she's the backbone of the family. Here's your lump of coal. Yep. She'll be like, oh, okay, don't worry. I can write on a chalkboard with that. Yeah. The kids can play with it. We could use it for kindling when we go on our camping trips and need a burger.
Yeah, she's like, I can cook my one piece of food that I have for myself with this one coal. She's like using it in the camper in the future when she lives out on Coyote Pass. She's like, I'm keeping warm with my piece of coal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, Janelle. This is where we learn that the wives give Kody a gun. I don't even know what it means. I don't know anything about guns. It definitely was not a gun you just buy willy-nilly, so they must have scrimped and saved for this gun.
It was a fun gun. It wasn't one that you'd go hunting with. It was one you'd go to the range with, and
it looked like designer gun or something.
Mm-hmm. That type of like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need that.
Yes.
Yeah. I grew up with plenty of gun in my house with my father, and they were well taken care of and locked up. And so I appreciate that Kody does make sure he mentions that they have their guns, in a safe spot and locked up and whatever. I'm like, good, better with all those kids around. Jesus.
He says that he takes gun safety very seriously, and so do all of the wives.
So do all of the wives.
I was like, well, thank God you clarified that.
Well, yeah, because God forbid one of them decides to kill you all of a sudden. You better have the key to that safe, Kody.
Oh, my God. I was just going to crack a joke about how it's always the people you want to have guns that have guns. But then I realized Sometimes that is true, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean...
Guns are guns. I know.
We won't get into that.
I know. I'm not anti-gun, but I'm a little anti, like, I don't want a gun. Like, well, we'll see. I wouldn't mind doing gun training and, like, learning how to shoot a gun well. Like, what if I could do that? I just scared everybody.
I would go and do it with you. It's been a long time since I've shot a gun.
Oh my gosh. I probably would just be really bad at aiming. And this would be my whole thing, like when thinking about defense for guns, like having a gun in the home. The reason that I've never been like, I should do that is because I always feel like I would be the one that would be a statistic, like I shot myself.
Like the foot or the kneecap. I capped my capped my damn self.
I shot the foot while I was trying to kick him in the tooth. Like, it'd be a whole thing. I would totally try to scare someone, and then I'd end up shooting myself.
Oh my
and it would be like, wow.
I
should have just let them take your precious jewelry.
Well, yeah, and like the instance of like a chance of you getting shot by a gun go up because the gun is in your house. Like the chance of an intruder getting the gun away from you are very, very high.
Right.
So
I wouldn't mind having a paintball gun. So I'm going to give away my whole defense system here, which is a paintball gun and I told this to someone once. I was like, what if I just had like a pellet gun or something that isn't like deadly?
Right.
And they were like, well, if it explodes, just make sure it's red so that if they see it and they think it's blood and they're shocked that they run.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So I did learn that.
Cool.
I don't know what that means, but you know.
I had a marshmallow gun when I was a child, and I shot my mom in the eye with it once. That was really fun.
Oh.
I got in a lot of trouble for that.
Oh. Did it have like a little thingy that I don't even know what those are called.
It was made out of what are the white pipes?
PVC?
It was made out of PVC. I got it at a craft fair.
Oh.
And it was like, just like a punch the thing. You put the marshmallow in and you punch it. It was almost like I don't know, it reminded me of like a water gun type of thing that you pump. Yeah, shot my mom in the face with that. And I was like a teenager at the time, so...
So you shot your mom in the face.
With a marshmallow in the eye.
This is going to become part of the lore, you shot your mom in the face.
Yeah. Okay, one safety tip. I saw that you have a bat.
I do have a bat,
now,
yes.
I'm going to tell everybody out there, if you're not savvy in the protecting yourself, you have to put a sock on the end of your bat. Because if you go to hit somebody with the bat, they grab the bat from you and they can pull it back and get it away from you. But if you have a sock on the end of your bat, they go to grab the bat and the sock comes off and then you get a chance to really give them a good old whack.
Yeah.
So
some good advice.
That's my safety tip for everybody.
One day when I get a third sock, I'm going to put it on the end of my bat.
When Dobby gets his sock, he'll put it on his bat.
I only have 2 socks right now. No one gave me any socks for Christmas.
Oh.
I know. This is also where we get a special introduction to a part of Sister Wives culture. Now, Sister Wives culture, wow, that was a lot. My Sister Wives podcast is named lovingly after a store, a retail store started by Robyn, or I'm not sure if we'd call it a store.
Yeah.
My Sister Wives Closet.
Yes.
And this is the first time we get to see some of Robyn's designs being given to the other wives. I believe it's a necklace.
It's a necklace.
With some charms.
Yes.
Of some sort. It looked big.
It did.
Cheap.
Yeah.
And so that's our first extra special glimpse into my Sister Wife's closet.
Yeah, it looked like something that you would have gotten from Claire's, like a friendship necklace on like one of those beaded chains that people also use for keychains or something. It just looked chintzy.
It looked definitely not like something you spend hundreds of dollars on.
No.
Let alone $99.95, which is probably what she was like, we can retail everything for $99.95. And it's like, honey, this is like $12 at the mall.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a big moment for us Sister Wives fans. We get our first Robyn jewelry in this episode. Season 4, episode 1. Thank you, Robyn. Now we get one of those random cuts that this fucking production company loves to do.
Yeah.
Where Kody and Christine are sitting in a bedroom that looks like it has like 2 twin beds or something. Like they're both sitting on a bed. And Cody's like, Am I out of the doghouse? And it's like, oh my God.
For this ring.
Yes. And Christine's, like, well, you come over as late as you can and you leave as early as you can. And it's like, oh my God, like,
Oof.
oh, things are not going well They
No.
are not communicating well. Even this little bit is totally rushed through. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't surmise anything from it other than they're not communicating well and they're not even hiding it. I kind of feel like he's just trying to brush through. I don't know if it's like, if you would say minimizing her, but kind of like, oh, are we okay now and whatever? And
Yeah,
she's
that's
like,
for sure what he was doing. Like, I
"No."
bought you something that you wanted. That makes this better, right?
Right.
Total man thing.
And meanwhile, she's like, no, like, we're not okay and things aren't good.
Mhm.
But I didn't learn anything from this exchange. Did anything stand out to you?
No, I think it was just probably the producers trying to do a drawback to the beginning of the episode where they're struggling with their relationship. So they have to tie it up at the end that, nope, they're still struggling.
They're still struggling like they have been from the beginning.
Yes.
And this was something, too, with looking up stuff about Sister Wives. People say, oh, but after the third season, there's all these dull seasons and there's these things that nothing matters. And then other people are saying, no, this is where you really get to see the shit falling apart.
Yeah.
And so while we have seen and heard from Christine and others about the problems in their family, even in this episode, like, Christine seems unhappy, like, the entire time. I mean, other than when she's being, like, it's Hanukkah and I'm being Christine. Yeah. She's just like, I don't know, I'm not happy in my marriage. Things aren't going well.
Yeah.
I'm not who I used to be.
You took my goddamn holiday.
Yeah.
Pissing me off.
It's totally weird. And this is the thing about this show. It's like, so we're not going to actually dive into that. Like, we're not going to really spend time on that in this episode. We're going to show all this other shit.
Yeah.
But yet it's part of the episode.
Right.
So it's kind of weird.
And it is showing a little bit of the dissolution of the, like, rose-colored glasses, that they put on the first few seasons. Like, I mean, they always touch on the problems in the marriages and how they have to work on their relationships and whatever, but I feel like this was very pointed of the producers to bring it back and, like, show this, like, kind of meaningless scene between them. They're trying to show the cracks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like they're showing, but then they're not really telling. You know what I mean? Like, they're not really giving us much.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a weird thing with the show because they're, like, painting this picture of this polygamous family and everything's great and everything's fine. And, oh, sure, there's some struggles along the way and there's some bumps in the road, but look, we're having Christmas. And it's like, Meri was basically talking about how she's not supported and she has to do everything alone. Janelle got a lump of coal for Christmas.
Yeah.
Christine's like, I'm unhappy and I've been unhappy and nothing's changing and it just doesn't seem to be getting any better. And Robyn's like, I got a guitar. Like, whatever.
In her own little world, getting the men sent to her place to help her. And
Yeah. Extra special Robyn. And then Kody tells the family that they found property that they're interested in. Oh, and they'd like to get this property because then they could have 4 houses all by each other. So then they all drive to the cul-de-sac, option A, which we discussed earlier.
They convoy to the cul-de-sac.
They convoy to the cul-de-sac. Yes, they do. They're opening boxes. You don't really know what's going on. And then maybe Robyn says something about, like, oh, we're getting these are some special kites. These aren't normal kites. These are special kites. They're white kites, like snowflakes.
Yeah.
Which... and then when they took them out, I was like, oh, the kites are kind of cute because they were like the big snowflakes or whatever.
Yeah,
they were like,
they were pretty, but then, they have all of their kids flying the white kites through the cul-de-sac. Like, they didn't even say that they purchased the property yet, and they're getting these kids' hopes up. This is something they do to these kids all the time.
Grifters.
Overpromise and, like, underdeliver to these kids.
Yeah.
And make decisions for the betterment of the family, but they're not even full-blown decisions or thought-out processes yet, and the kids are getting, like, thrown into it.
Yeah.
And it's like, why do you get these kids' hopes up and their, like, involvement in some of these things is just kind of inappropriate and weird to me. Like, oh, let's go fly these beautiful white kites by our potential new home spot. Like,
I mean, I feel like I wouldn't do something like that unless I owned the property.
Right?
I also grew up with a parent that was like, oh, I don't know, I've been looking at property by Lake Havasu in Arizona. I think it'd be kind of fun if we all moved there. Well, then I'm in 3rd grade going to school being like, we're going to move to Lake Havasu.
Yeah.
Which we never did because my parents still live in the same house. My dad doesn't change
Right.
anything. They don't do anything.
Right.
So it was like this talk of things, which is weird when you're too young to conceptualize that talking about a plan isn't the same as making enough steps happen where it's confirmed and it's concreted. It is weird.
Yeah.
And it also gives an element of, like, for the show, they get to have this moment of the kids running down the street with the kites and, like,
Oh, it's so
hope
beautiful.
and promise and look at all that. Oh, no, it's going to be so beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it fucking works out.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. As a kid, that was moved a lot when I was younger, and not because my dad was in the military. Everyone always thinks that with how many times we moved. It is like devastating to move, and it's a lot of work. And they put these kids through it so many times, and then try to sell it to them each time about how great it's going to be and wonderful, and then they're never happy. Nothing's ever perfect. It's like, oh, we're too far away from each other now, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Well,
Keep
this is it,
jerking
hot
these
off the
kids
heels
around.
of the last season, or them moving to Vegas.
Yep.
And we were discussing this about season 3. The older children are clearly unhappy with things.
So
and,
unhappy.
Like they've been picked up from their old life and everything they knew, moved to a new city. Some of them do seem to be making some inroads, and things will change over this next season. And as we know, like, people adapt, and teenagers will make new friends and things will happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, hot off the heels of moving them to this new town, they're all in different rentals, not living together, which they have for their entire life.
Yeah.
Bring in this new woman.
Yep.
Have a child with her, and everyone's supposed to be like, it's amazing. Solomon's amazing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, maybe they feel like that a little bit, but they don't have to feel like it's a solve for everything.
Yeah. And they're
now,
allowed to be upset.
Well, and now to be like, we're going to maybe move here. Like,
And it might not be in the school district that you're supposed to be. Yeah. Like, those are decisions. Those are things that you should know. When the school district thing came up and they're like unsure of what school district it was in and if it's the one their kids are in, I'm like, you idiots. Like, I was still pregnant when we were looking at houses, and that's like the first thing that you ask is about the school district for your kids' sake. Like, it should be about that first and foremost, as opposed to, like, I don't know.
Yeah, like
your
secondary or
comfort.
tertiary.
Yeah. It's just weird.
It'll be interesting to take note as we move forward, the promise versus delivery on certain things. Because while Kody didn't say, we're moving here next week, so I don't know that it was a promise, but that's not what it's like when you're a kid.
Kids don't have a concept of time.
Yeah.
So you're getting their hopes up over this thing that is still a complete farce at this point. It's a thing that you're, dreaming about and hoping for, but it's not a picture in reality yet, like, really.
Yeah. But they're out there flying kites, snowflake kites.
And kids don't
they don't
understand
even
how
live.
long stuff like that takes to, like, build homes and whatnot, too.
Mm-hmm.
And when did the vision change from them sharing one large home to the 4 separate homes, too?
I think, in the last season when they were looking at properties, it became more apparent that having like a 4-unit dwelling in a city, it has to be zoned in a place where, like, it can be a townhome situation, and it has to look like townhomes. Like, you can't have 4 dwellings where it looks like a single family residence. Like, there's issues with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think finding the 4 homes also did satiate some of the wives wanting a little bit more autonomy and wanting to be more individual while also being next to each other. What's funny is we find out in the future that, for example, Meri and Janelle would be taking out the garbage on the cul-de-sac, and they wouldn't even, like, acknowledge each other.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, you're close, but,
yeah,
that doesn't, there's all sorts of things.
Yeah.
They've romanticized the idea of having the 4 houses next to each other, and I can see why. I can see why you would want to do that in this situation. I don't know if it's like why, if they lived out of city limits, they could just build the property that they want, like a big 4-plex house. Like, I don't really get that, and they don't really get too into the weeds about it.
Yeah.
But
I cannot even imagine sharing, like, in a huge home like that with all of the kids in one spot. There would be a lot of, like, infighting, and like, it would be chaos with the kids, I would think. Yeah.
Well, and we talked about with the book in Becoming Sister Wives, and then I think maybe even in Christine's recent book, talks of how when they were in the Lehigh home, how Meri had the like connecting unit where like you could go from Janelle's to Christine's through Mary's.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point she kind of just put her foot down and was like, I don't need my apartment to be the go through. And the back of the house was like, it was a split level and a walkout. So it was like, just go outside to go from place to place. Well, it is Utah. In the winter, do you want to go outside to go from house to house? Probably not. But also, like, well, why does Meri get to be pigeonholed the bitch because she doesn't want her apartment to function as a hallway for 12 kids to be running back and forth?
I would hate that.
I would hate it. Would drive me nuts.
Yeah.
I would never be able to do that.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, there's never going to be the perfect solution. Kody does try to build the perfect solution in the future. And they all find reasons to tear it apart, basically, except for Janelle, because Janelle, once again, is family first.
Family first.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when they're wrapping up the episode, we do get a voiceover from Kody talking about how he's looking forward to the next year. So, it's holiday end. Great things are coming to the Brown family.
White kites, white flags floating in the air.
When you said white kites, I was like, oh my God, what's she going to say? What's happening?
What?
It sounded a little like, oh God, what's happening? White kites, white kites. Ah!
Oh my God. I mean, it's a little like ominous, a little weird too. Yeah, but.
Yes. So just like the Browns, we are going into a new year. It's a new year for us. It's a new year for the Browns. We will not be building 4 houses on a cul-de-sac.
Why not?
But maybe the Browns will be. So, darling, we're coming to the point of the episode where we do mustard seed and shit stain. Our highs and lows, our rose and thorn of the episode.
Yes.
Now, do you have anybody that's speaking to you as a mustard seed or a shit stain in this episode? Because we can start with either one.
Mustard seed would be Meri.
Okay.
Back in that car.
By yourself.
All by her damn self.
Being a boss bitch.
Getting the work done, son.
Yeah.
Without the sons.
Yes, without any sons. Absolutely.
Yep.
So your mustard seed is Meri. Totally deserving. I've given many a mustard seed to Meri. And sometimes begrudgingly, because there are those episodes where I'm like, fucking Meri. But then I'm like, gotta give it to Meri. I think my mustard seed this episode, I would say would go to Janelle, because it was a good reminder to chat with you about how Janelle always puts family first. And I liked that when they were in the rental, she was out playing tennis with the kids.
Yeah.
And we didn't see what she got for a gift, which probably means she didn't get a great gift, I'm assuming.
Yeah, she got the potpourri.
She got all 4 of the potpourri pouches.
She got all 4 of them. One for each drawer in her dresser to make her knickers smell good.
Oh, Janelle's knickers.
Yep.
Oh, Janelle's knickers smelling like potpourri. So I'm going to give my mustard seed to Janelle, which is not a common thing for me. Janelle, I'll give it to Janelle for sure. Now, shit stain. Shit stain is a whole nother story.
Okay.
Now, what do you think for shit stain?
Oh boy. There's a few things in the episode that just irked me. My shit stain's gotta go to Kody for the potpourri and taking those kids to that store. Like, what was he thinking?
Yeah.
That was not a store to take kids to pick gifts out at. That was a very odd choice.
It definitely was an odd choice. And of course, Kody has received many a shit stains on this show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he is a smear.
Yeah.
He is a shit stain on society, as we all know. My shit stain, I think I'm going to give my shit stain to Christine because she does this thing where it's like, I'm unhappy, things are terrible, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think I don't know if I can blame her for not having the vocabulary, or I don't even know if it's a lack of vocabulary, but she does that thing where she's like, I'm going to be okay. Everything's fine. I'm Christine. She's very Disney princess. Everything's great. When in all reality, she's tortured and miserable and whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, girl. Pick a lane. This one was a little tough for me. No one really stood out to me as too awful or too great. So an odd one for me, but I'm going to give my shit stain to Christine. Sorry, Christine.
I mean, I would totally, if we weren't giving our shit stains to a person, my shit stain would be that gift. So.
Oh, yes. You
that horrible
That'd
gift.
be funny if you were like, I'm giving my shit stain to Savannah, the little 8-year-old girl, for giving her that gift.
Girl, yes. Oh my God.
We have been known to give a mustard seed to a child. I don't know if we've given a shit stain to a child on this show yet. So there's room for that. There's always a first. Our Keep Sweet moment this week comes to us from Azari. Now, Azari, this is a username, Aazarie. So, Azari.
Mm-hmm.
And Azari says on our Season 3, Episode 9, College-Bound Browns, you would be concerned how many rewatches I've done of your episodes on this holiday break. Which I love, because this is a show about binging a show and then talking about it. So binging this show only makes sense.
Right?
I support it. It doesn't sound like there's any mental health issues here.
No.
Sounds like everything's great.
Yeah.
In fact, I hope you listen to this episode at least 5 times. Share it with all your friends. Share it with your family. Give us 5 stars.
I love it.
I know, right? Thank you, Azari, for the love and for continuing to listen and re-listen, keep listening. We are putting out these episodes on Patreon first. This will be available on other streaming services in the near future. We hope you enjoy this upcoming season. We've got some special things planned. And if you are a member of our Patreon, obviously, like I said earlier, we're going to be doing the Am I the Asshole podcast. So exciting. And we have some other special treats coming to you in 2026.
It'll be fun, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us, Kimber. Is there any life advice you would like to offer our listeners right now that are just getting introduced to you? Now, make sure to make it seem really crazy and weird and strange so that they have an opportunity to really get to know you.
Other than putting a sock on the end of your...
Yes, put a sock on the end of your bat.
A sock on the end of
and
your
how
bat.
many wise men were there at the Nativity?
3.
Thank you.
3 wise men.
There were well, are any men wise? There were 3 men.
Yeah.
There were 3 men.
3 men.
Let's just go with that.
Oh, boy.
Amazing. Thank you for joining me for your first episode, Kimber. So much fun.
Yes.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.